What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about the bullshit men say in commitments. And to start this off, I really want to give you a mantra. And this is a cool mantra because you can flip-flop it, okay? It's either, it doesn't mean shit if he doesn't commit, or if he doesn't commit, it doesn't mean shit. I don't care how you say it, but I want you to understand that whatever a guy does, whatever a guy says, it doesn't mean jack shit if he doesn't commit to you. And the reason I am making this video is because I have people, it can be my clients, it can be emails, it can be, especially in the comments, it's mostly from the comments. Women will tell me time and time again, you know, and I understand this, like, you want to know where you stand, right? Like, you're kind of looking for some closure. You like the guy, you want to justify, because you have a like bias, right? So you want to justify his feelings, and you want to feel better about your, you know, all those kind of things, right? And so you always say, Elliot, what does it mean when a guy does X? What does it mean when a guy does Y? Elliot, what does it mean when a guy does Z? What does it mean? And then when I tell these women the bad news, they're like, no, that's not what it is. What about when he did this? You know, what about when he did that? And again, they'll go over a list of things. He told me he liked me. He told me I was wonderful, and that he couldn't get better. That I was, I was the guy who, whatever guy gets me is going to be such a lucky guy. That whoever has me is, the luckiest man on earth. Or what about when I met his family? Or what about if I met his friends? Or he said he wanted to be with me. Like, all these, again, a list of bullshit, right? Bullshit excuses, right? Well, not really excuses, but just a list, a bullet point of things the guy says. But at the end of the day, if he is not committing, it's jack shit. It is complete shit. If a guy says you're an amazing girl, again, I had clients where a guy would say all these things to him. You're an amazing girl. I can't believe you're talking to me. Any guy who has you is the luckiest guy. I want to be with you. This, that. And then, but then they don't tell me, of course, the part where he says, oh, I'm just really busy right now. Someone in my family, someone in my, I don't know, went to jail, got real sick, died, which if that's the case, I'm not poking fun at that. But I do hear that excuse. It's just, hey, maybe I'm the good person, they're the bad person, and maybe it is a bullshit excuse, because I hear that excuse a lot, okay? Or it's usually something with work or something with family, right? Something serious has came along. And it's funny how it comes along all of a sudden after you have sex, after you hook up, after he got what he wanted, or just for his convenience when he wants to back away. That is funny how shit actually starts to happen now. It doesn't happen the first week, 2 weeks, month, 2 months you're talking. It happens when he decides to pull away, or it happens when things are convenient for him or inconvenient for him. And he's like, I'm out, right? But I just want to beat a dead horse here, and I want to explain to women that your guy is no different. I don't care how much you like him. I don't care how sincere he comes off, or how great he is, or all the great things he told you. I'm the guy who used to say all those things. I used to look at women right in the eyes and tell them bullshit lies. I know how it is, okay? Some guys don't give a shit. I was one of those guys, and then I felt like, wow, you're a big fucking piece of shit, and then some guys just don't learn from it. But they will tell you whatever they want you to hear to get what they want. And I wouldn't even say it's just guys. I would just say it's human nature. Everyone does it, just in different fields. It doesn't have to be relationships. It could be work. You're calling in sick, but you're not really sick. Or I had a friend who made some family emergency excuse, so he can have a couple days longer on to study for an exam or to turn in a project, whatever it was. I don't remember. It was a biology class. People do that shit all the time. But when it comes to relationships, I think it happens a lot more because it's more emotional, right? And there's more of a like a suppression, or a force being forced down upon someone, right? So if I'm a guy and I want to back off and I don't make some excuse to do it, again, a guy should just have the balls to say, I'm not interested. But the reason they don't say that is because of all the confrontation and accountability a woman gives the guy. or puts the guy through, which you should. I mean, if well, you shouldn't. You should. Like, if a guy doesn't like you, then he doesn't like you. And if he says, "Hey, I think you're a nice girl, but I'll be honest with you, I'm just not feeling the way I used to. I don't know what it is. I'm just being honest with you. I don't want to be a dick and go. If like then again, a lot of girls are gonna rip on him about that, but at the same time, a lot of guys just avoid that because they're tired of being ripped on about it. And again, I'm not saying you shouldn't, because a lot of guys do bullshit things. They give girls bullshit excuses. And I feel like if a guy is giving you the excuse of work or family or something's come up all of a sudden, it's just like, give me a break, dude. Like, I hear that shit all the time. And again, I want to emphasize this, and I want to beat a dead horse. I don't care what excuse a guy gives you. If he likes you, he likes you. I know guys or I've heard stories of guys who left their families, who moved overseas, to be with the girl, who didn't even meet a girl, but were willing to quit their job and move overseas. Now, you can say those are nut jobs, but in my opinion, there's a lot of guys out there, guys and girls, but we're talking about guys here. There's a lot of guys out there who make time for you, right? When they, who have a family and who have a job, but they're willing to cheat on the family and ditch the wife to make time to have the affair. So if that person can leave work early and cheat on his wife and make time to have the affair, don't you, as shitty as that is, don't you think that guy can do the same thing? Don't you think that guy can make time for you? I think so. So whenever he gives you a bullshit excuse, think of it as a bullshit excuse. And I feel like if it's a true and honest excuse, the guy would bring it up first and the girl wouldn't have to question it. If there's anything you can get out of this, I would say it's that. If I really liked you, think about it, if I really liked you, I wouldn't make, or I would tell you what's going on, and I would tell you that I like you, but XYZ is happening, okay? Instead of backing off for 2 weeks and having you wonder what the hell's going on. So to wrap this all up, if he doesn't commit, it doesn't mean shit, or vice versa. It doesn't mean shit what you guys have, right? Whatever you guys have, it doesn't mean shit if he doesn't commit. It's all about the end results. I don't care how much time and effort he puts into you. If it's 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and he's not committing, there's a reason why, okay? That's that. With that being said, I love you. Take care and peace.